Methods were args. You know that whenever you want to call a methods, you have to specify the parameter for the methods. The number of parameters and the type of parameter you passed should be matched with the method definition. Sometimes you want to create a method, or sometimes you need a method which will take different numbers of input. Same type of input it will take, but different numbers of input. It will take, in some situation it will take one argument, in some situation it will take two arguments, or maybe three arguments. For example, I will explain with this concept in detail in the next example here. Such methods we have to create. If you use the OOPS technique, then we have to write multiple methods with multiple parameter. That is method overloading you have to perform. But you don't know how many parameter I have to pass. It's a very difficult job. For each one I cannot write a separate method. In that case, we are taking the help of var args. Here var arg represents variable length of arguments in methods. Method has not fixed arguments. It's changing when the method is called, which is one of the feature which is introduced in J2SE 5.0 and later. It's introduced in second edition or second versions of Java, and version is from 5 to above. Now the var args return can be using this syntax, a simple syntax: access specifier, static, void method name, and here you have to pass the object arguments. Now this access specifier indicates access modifier also, such as private, protected. You learn this concept in the next part, which is optional one. And then it is called a static, which is also optional. Then you have to specify the method name, a proper method name you have to specify, and in bracket you have to write object. Here you have to specify the type. Okay, which type of data or object you have to accept. Then here you have to specify the argument. It's the variable name in which this object type is actually, this argument is actually the type of object, and whatever the parameter you passed, and it is stored in the arguments variable. And these three dots indicate the ellipse. This is ellipses. These three dots indicate the var args. Whenever you use these three dots, it is the meaning is var args. This method provides to access unlimited number of arguments of this object type. I can pass any number of arguments of this object type here. Okay, this is provided with this syntax. Now imagine I will explain this concept in detail using some example here. Now I want to use here a simple, I need one method called a sample, okay, where it will accept some string input such as username, password, as well as mail ID. So I have to create one method like this way. This is the example for method. Okay, now imagine I need the same method, but I don't need the mail ID. For example, like this way. Okay, these are the three methods I have created here. Okay, in one method, here the method name is same here, sample. Okay, now string user and string password. It will accept only username and password. Here I have created one more method, sample, which will take the three parameters, user, password, as well as mail ID. I have created the same sample method here, but 4 parameters. I need extra string as descendant. Okay, now like that I have the same method with the different parameters. This is called method overloading. This has some limitations. What is the limitation? I don't know how many parameters I have passed to the argument here. In that case, we are taking the help of this var args. Instead of creating so many different methods, I have created only one method which will accept a number of parameters. This can be written as here public means here specifier, access specifier, void, then sample is the method name. Then I have tried the type, object type here, string, then 3 dots, this is the var args, then the variable name. Now I can accept one string argument or two string argument, three string argument, any number of string arguments I can accept with this sample method. Instead of writing these number of different methods, I can create a one simple sample method with var args. The first argument is actually nothing but username. The second argument of this one is nothing but the password, and maybe third one mail ID, the fourth one may be string descendant. Like that I can just write the code in the proper order. Now this is the general syntax, this is the general example to create a var args. Here public void method name. In my example I use the sample. Okay, method name, string user, string var args. Okay, what I done here, what I done in this example, the user attribute is compulsory. Okay, I need the user, but I don't know whether I need the password or email, I don't know. So what I done here, I just change here, I accept the user, then I put var args here. Okay, this is also possible here. Okay, but one important point you have to remember, if your method contains more than one arguments, okay, which you contains the var args, along with var args you contain some more arguments here, then the var args should be the last parameter. I cannot put this var args here in the first place. It's wrong. I have to place this at the last parameter. So this method accept the username as regular mandatory, but the password, email ID are all optional. If you provided, it will accept it. Now I will explain one more example here which shows the var args. Now this is the example program which will accept one, here one constructor is there, example program constructor is there, which will accept one person here as a variable and string is a type. I provided some input to this person, and here it will display one by one hello, that person name. What actually I done here, whenever I pass some parameter person, it will give it to the name one by one. It's a number of name is given here in the person. It will take one by one the name and display here. Now see how actually I call this one example program. I provided some John, David, Suhail. Okay, now all the three parameters is passed to person here because it's a var args. It will accept it. All the three parameters are accepted by the persons. Person contains collection of these names. The first name John is passed, hello John is displayed here. David is passed, hello David is displayed here. Next Suhail is passed to name and hello Suhail is displayed. If I add one more here, comma Anil or Raj, anything, I can put some more names here in front of the Suhail. That is also accepted by the person and display one by one all the names. Okay, that is the advantage of here var args.